Welcome back, NFL fans. So let's talk about the Baker Mayfield situation with the Cleveland Browns because things have gotten awkward here the past couple weeks. So on March 18th, the Cleveland Browns traded for Deshaun Watson and gave up 3 first-round picks and more to acquire him from the Texans. Of course, Deshaun Watson has his own problems, a possible suspension looming. But with that came Baker Mayfield not being the Browns quarterback one any longer. And of course, when you're in that situation, 9 times out of 10, probably more, Baker Mayfield is going to be traded to a different team. But now teams are savvy and realize the Browns have absolutely no leverage, and why should a team trade an asset for Baker Mayfield when the Browns pretty much have no leverage whatsoever? I've seen the takes of Baker Mayfield should start the season because Deshaun Watson might be suspended, but the Browns shortly after signed Jacoby Brissett, who's one of the better backup quarterbacks in the NFL. So I don't see that scenario happening in the first place, and plus it's whack, it probably never happened anyway. So Baker Mayfield most likely is going to be on a different team in the start of the 2022 NFL season, but the Browns so far have showed patience. They're not going to trade him for nothing, but they may have to. They may have to attach a pick to trade Baker Mayfield. That's how out of hand this situation has got for the Browns. Baker Mayfield only has 1 year left on his contract. The Browns picked up his 5th-year option last offseason before they knew they were going to trade for Deshaun Watson, so it's understandable. But now they're stuck paying him $18.8 million for next season, and they really can't get rid of that money unless they trade him. If they cut Baker Mayfield, they're pretty much losing out on $18.8 million that they can't spend elsewhere. So you don't want to go that route, but they may have to because, as I said, other teams are not going to trade valuable assets for a guy that they know the Browns probably have to release at some point before the season starts. Now, Roger Goodell recently commented on Deshaun Watson's situation about a suspension, says there's no timetable for a decision on a possible suspension. And then Josina Anderson said the Browns are not really eager. They're going to take their time with trying to trade Baker Mayfield and make a decision on that situation. But if you are a quarterback needy team, the Seattle Seahawks, the Carolina Panthers, who it's been rumored that Baker Mayfield and the Panthers do not have any mutual interest, so maybe take them out of it, but the Houston Texans, the Atlanta Falcons, why not send over a 7th-round pick to acquire 26, soon-to-be 27-year-old Baker Mayfield? Now, people have different interpretations of how good they think Baker Mayfield is. Some people think he's top 15, top 20, and some people think the guy absolutely sucks. Now, I don't think Baker Mayfield's anywhere near the top 10 or top 12, but I think Baker Mayfield's a top 20 quarterback in the NFL, and I'll explain why. Just 1 year ago in 2020, yes, he had a good supporting cast, a good offensive line. He had Odell Beckham for half the year, although he played better after he got hurt, but he had the offensive line, a good play caller in Kevin Stefanski, although it was Baker Mayfield's first year in the offense, so I give him credit for that. But Baker in 2020 had over 3,500 passing yards, 26 passing touchdowns, and only 8 interceptions to go along with a 96 quarterback rating. The Browns went 11-5. He helped lead the Browns to the playoffs for the first time since 2002 and helped them secure their first playoff win since 1994, and that was all in the first year of a new offense. So I give Baker Mayfield credit for that, of course. Then in 2021, the Browns have high expectations to make the playoffs once again, possibly go further in the playoffs. They got out in the AFC divisional round in 2020, but unfortunately, Baker Mayfield tried to make a boneheaded tackle on an interception against the Texans in Week 2. He tore his labrum in his left shoulder and decided to play injured throughout the season. Now, this was an injury that was going to require surgery. He has already gotten surgery, but it was going to take 4 to 6 months to recover from this injury. But Baker Mayfield decided to play through the injury and did not have that great of a year. He put up over 3,000 passing yards barely, 17 touchdowns, and 13 interceptions, which isn't horrible, but it's definitely not good. Definitely not what we saw from the 2020 or even rookie version in 2018 of Baker Mayfield. You look at the landscape of his career in his 4-year career, and it's been kind of weird so far. 2018, he was a runner-up for Rookie of the Year to Saquon Barkley, but they went 6-7 coming off an 0-16 season. The Browns were 1-31 in 2 years before Baker Mayfield got there. He comes there, and they go 6-7 with Baker being the starting quarterback. Then in 2019, things are looking great. You acquire Odell Beckham. You're getting some more talent in here. Baker Mayfield, possible breakout year 2. But he regresses. And in 2019, they had Freddie Kitchens as a head coach. He was in over his head. They had a very bad offensive line, and Baker Mayfield played poorly in that 2019 season. Then 2020 comes around. The offensive line improves. Kevin Stefanski comes in, better play caller, of course, and Baker Mayfield has a statistically really good season. The Browns go 11-5 once again. Then 2021 comes around. Baker Mayfield gets hurt, and the Browns have a bad season, and they miss the playoffs, which was very disappointing. So if these trends continue, we're going to see the good version of Baker Mayfield in 2022. Well, that's kind of a joke, but so far 2018 good, 2020 good, 2022 possibly could be good for Baker Mayfield. But in all seriousness, I do think he's a pretty good quarterback, and people have reached a level of disrespect with Baker to the point where I think he's underrated at this point. He might be a middle tier quarterback, he might be on that Tannehill, Garoppolo type level, but people are treating Baker Mayfield like he is a bottom 5 quarterback in the NFL, and I just don't see it that way whatsoever. So once again, you're telling me a team like Seattle, Atlanta, Detroit, Houston, they cannot upgrade a quarterback by trading a 7th round pick, a conditional 7th round pick, let's make it, for Baker Mayfield. I just don't really know why a team wouldn't do that. I still think Baker has talent, and he's still 26, 27. Like, I think it's worth taking the risk. I think Baker's better than Jared Goff. I think Baker's better than Marcus Mariota. He's better than Drew Lock, of course. Like, I just don't know why these teams are not even looking to just take up that offer. Like, why not take a chance? And Baker Mayfield, we know, is a very motivated person. Like, he probably feels a bit disrespected and hurt by what the Browns did to him by bringing in Deshaun Watson in the first place to talk to him and then trading for him like a week later. So I'm sure Baker Mayfield's hurt by that, and he requested a trade before Deshaun Watson even was a Cleveland Brown. So we know that relationship was kind of gone to begin with. But if you're like a team that needs a quarterback, like, give this guy a chance. Like, he's going to come in motivated, and we just know when this guy has a chip on his shoulder, he's in such a better place, and he's going to put up good numbers, I think. Now, if he goes to Seattle and plays with a horrific roster, he might have a rough time, but like, you put Baker in a decent environment, I still think he'll be a pretty good, at least top half of the league type of quarterback. So will he get that opportunity? I don't know, because right now the Seattle Seahawks are a -150, the favorites to land Baker Mayfield. So if you go to a Seattle team right now that doesn't have any tackles, Dwayne Brown's up for free agency, probably won't come back. They don't really have an offensive line. I know they have Tyler Lockett, DK Metcalf, but still, if you have no offensive line, it's going to be tough. And Chris Carson, can he stay healthy for them? We'll find out about that. But that's a tough situation. Now, Baker Mayfield, I think, could put up decent numbers on that Seattle team, but it's going to be tough with that roster around him. But at the end of the day, with this quarterback class, you know, there's guys, of course, Malik Willis and Sam Howell, Matt Corral, but there's no, like, cream of the crop, top quarterback one type guy that's consensus that everybody knows is going to be a good pro. So this is not even like a good class to take a shot on a quarterback. Now, maybe some teams love Malik Willis or some teams love Sam Howell, but this is a time, I think, where you can just get Baker Mayfield for one season and just see how it goes. I just don't really see the downside. So I think at the end of it, he probably does end up with the Seattle Seahawks. I don't see why not. We'll see if Seattle gets a quarterback in the draft. It seems pretty likely at this point, but Drew Lock has shown in Denver he's way too inconsistent. He has never done it at a consistent level. Drew Lock's had some games, especially his rookie year. He had like a 4 or 5 game stretch where he was playing pretty well. But Drew Lock has shown us by now he makes way too many bad decisions to be a franchise quarterback. At least Baker Mayfield showed us in 2018 and 2020, this guy is talented and can win ball games and can really ignite a team. Drew Lock has not really been that same type of guy. So we'll find out where Baker Mayfield goes. Leave in the comments, where do you think he ends up? Do you think he bounces back? I think Baker has somewhat of a bounce back. I think people are just way too down on him at this point, and I think he's gotten to the point where he's underrated. So we'll see what he does in 2022. I'm excited to see where he ends up. But anyway, that'll do it for the video, and I will talk to you guys next time.